Hi everybody, welcome to Tower in the Woods. So I've come to my favourite place in the woods, and just next to me is the fairy tree, which I call the fairy tree. There's lots of trees that I connect with in the woods, and I name them because it's a bit like a map around the forest. I think the squirrels are kind of like, trying to speak to me. Okay, see, this is a new tree that I've connected with, and I've done you might have seen my post. I've done a lot of offerings, done a lot of connection here. I've also come here today to do some what we call fairy meditation. Now, fairy meditation is very different than meditation. Meditation in fairy is when you actually do meditation outdoors, sort of like where I am now. You choose a favourite tree, a favourite plant, a favourite area, sacred area, ley lines, or sort of might be by an old tin mine or an old bridge. That's a nice one. Or some burrow mines. So somewhere sacred to you. It might not be sacred to anyone else, but sacred to you. And fairy meditation's very visual. Very visual. So I'm going to be doing some fairy meditation right now. Sort of take my shoes and socks off. Really put my toes into the earth, into the element of earth, and just connect with Mother Earth, connect with Gaia, and really connect to the spirits of the land, because that's what it's all about, connecting to the spirits of the land. And just like they used to in the ancient days, the old traditional way, and as I do, I'm going to connect to the roots of the trees. This tree's like, I don't know how old this tree is, but it's got to be hundreds and hundreds of years old. Certainly has got some lovely, strong grandfather energy around it. And when I was connecting and leaving offerings, connecting with this tree, it's very protective tree. It's got the witch's eye, or some people call it fairy eye. I call it fairy eye tree. So, very connected, very protective. And these trees are known for a lot of things. They're known for a lot of things. They can do a lot of things in witchcraft, and we can work with these trees in a lot of different ways. And I'm going to do my fairy meditation here. Now, I'm going to draw a card, but before I do, okay, message from the tree. If you would like to know more about working with trees, working with the land and the spirits of the land, and working with fairy and the elementals and nature spirits, okay, and maybe you would like to connect, okay, and to help you in witchcraft, check out my Patreon. My Patreon is all about the old ways, the old traditional ways of fairy witchcraft. And that's exactly what I'm doing now. So if that sounds like you and you're a witch, or you're interested in nature spirituality, nature spirits, and the old traditional fairy path, check out my Patreon, link in my bio. So let's just have a look. Just have a look, see what spirits are bringing up for us now. Wow. Oh my God, we get the fairy bridge, and I love this. The fairy bridge is a very real thing in sort of fairy witchcraft, and that's amazing. The fairy bridge has come up because the fairy bridge stands for sort of the crossing over to the other realms, that crossing into their worlds, from our world to their world, sort of where the seen and the unseen cross together. So this is very much like what a fairy bridge would look like in the hidden realm, and sort of behind the shadow it would definitely look like that, I reckon, don't you? I really do believe that. And sometimes they invite us to go over to their realm, and sometimes they come over to our realm. They don't actually physically live here dancing around little houses. It's spiritual, it's spirit, it's holographic. So the fairy bridge that's fascinating. That's come up. So what about you? Do you want to go to their realm, or do you want them to come to our realm? I actually think jumping in the rabbit hole, going to their realm over the fairy bridge, it's like an invite. And that's where I'm going now. I think that's fascinating. That's just come up for me now, just before I do the fairy meditation. The fairy bridge, the invite to their realms. Now, that's a very special invite indeed. Catch you soon. which is going to be a rose.